When it comes to dominating the electronic battlefield, the EA-18 Growler is the undisputed king of the skies. With its advanced electronic jamming systems and cutting-edge technology, this aircraft is capable of disrupting enemy communication systems, detecting incoming threats, and providing vital support to ground troops. Join us on the journey to explore this beast in this video. The Boeing EA-18G Growler is a highly advanced carrier-based electronic warfare aircraft that is considered to be a specialized version of the FA-18F Super Hornet. It is designed to replace the Northrop Grumman EA-6B Prowlers in service with the United States Navy. The Growler's electronic warfare capability is primarily provided by Northrop Grumman, which is a leading aerospace and defense technology company. The EA-18G entered operational service with the U.S. Navy in late 2009 and has been in production since 2007. In addition to the U.S. Navy, the Royal Australian Air Force also uses the EA-18G. They purchased 13 of these aircraft, which entered service in 2017. Boeing began its initial flight demonstration of the FA-18F F-1 in 2001, which was fitted with the ALQ-99 electronic warfare system to serve as the EA-18 Airborne Electronic Attack Concept aircraft. In December 2003, the U.S. Navy awarded a development contract for the EA-18G to Boeing. As the primary contractor, Boeing was responsible for constructing the forward fuselage and wings, as well as performing the final assembly. Meanwhile, Northrop Grumman acted as the principal airframe subcontractor and supplied the center and aft fuselage, as well as the principal electronic combat system. At the time, the Navy expected to receive 90 EA-18Gs. The EA-18G Growler has a crew of 2 and a length of 60 feet, 1.25 inches, 1831 meters. Its wingspan, including wingtip mounted pods, is 44 feet, 8.5 inches, 13.6 and 2 meters, and its height is 16 feet, 4.88 meters. The aircraft has a wing area of 500 square feet, 46.5 square meters, and its empty weight is 33,094 pounds, 15,011 kilograms. The gross weight of the Growler is 48,000 pounds, 21,772 kilograms, and its maximum takeoff weight is 66,000 pounds, 29,964 kilograms. The EA-18G Growler is powered by 2 General Electric F414GE400 turbofans, each with a thrust of 14,000 pounds, 62 kilonewtons in dry mode, and 22,000 pounds, 98 kilonewtons, with an afterburner. The aircraft's internal fuel capacity is 13,940 pounds, 6,323 kilograms, and it can carry external fuel tanks with a total capacity of 9,774 pounds, 4,420 kilograms. In terms of performance, the EA-18G Growler has a maximum speed of 1,030 knots, 1,190 miles per hour, or 1,900 kilometers per hour, at 40,000 feet, 12,190 meters, and a maximum speed of Mach 1.8. Its range is 1,275 nautical miles, 1,458 miles, or 2,346 kilometers. When clean, plus 2 AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles, and its combat range is 390 nautical miles, SAO 499 miles, or 722 kilometers, for an interdiction mission. The aircraft has a ferry range of 1,800 nautical miles, 2,070 miles, or 3,330 kilometers, without any ordnance, and its service ceiling is 50,000 feet, 15,000 meters, or more. The EA-18G Growler has 9 hardpoints in total, with 6 underwing and 3 under fuselage hardpoints. The aircraft can carry external fuel and ordnance with a capacity of 17,750 pounds, 8,050 kilograms. It does not have any guns, but it has 2 wingtip missile launcher rails for AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles. However, these have been replaced with AN/ALQ-218 detection pods on the EF Super Hornet. The Growler also has 6 removable underwing mounted hardpoints, with the inboard pylons carrying 4 80-gallon, 1,800-liter fuel tanks and the midboard pylons carrying AN/ALQ-99 high-band jamming pods. The outboard pylon is reserved for AGM-88 HARM missiles. The EA-18G Growler is capable of performing time-sensitive strike missions, carrying Joint Standoff Weapon JSO missiles under its wings. It can also perform multi-sensor reconnaissance missions with SHARP and AN/ASQ-228 ATFLIR on the center line and left conformal weapon stations, respectively. The aircraft can carry AIM-120, AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles for self-protection at the two conformal fuselage stations and AGM-88 HARM missiles. The first EA-18G test aircraft entered production on 22 October 2004. The first test aircraft, known as EA-1, was rolled out on 3 August 2006, before making its maiden flight at St. Louis on 15 August 2006. It was later ferried to Naval Air Station Patuxent River, Maryland on 22 September 2006. EA-1 primarily supports ground testing in the Air Combat Environment Test and Evaluation Facility, ACETEF, anechoic chamber. The Growler's flight performance is similar to that of the FA-18EF, which allows it to perform escort jamming as well as the traditional standoff jamming mission. The aircraft can accompany FA-18s during all phases of an attack mission. To enhance the Growler's stability during electronic warfare missions, Boeing made several modifications to the leading-edge fairings and wing-fold hinge fairings and added wing fences and aileron tripper strips. The Growler's airborne electronic attack equipment is mounted on a plate in the space that is used to house the internal 20mm cannon and on the wingtips. The added electronics include wideband receivers on the wingtips and high and low band tactical jamming pods. The ALQ-218 wideband receivers and ALQ-99 jamming pods form a full-spectrum electronic warfare suite that can provide detection and jamming against all known surface-to-air threats. However, the current pods may need to be improved against emerging threats. The EA-18G can be fitted with up to 5 ALQ-99 jamming pods and will typically add 2 AIM-120 AMRAAM or AGM-88 HARM missiles. In addition to the radar warning and jamming equipment, the Growler possesses a communications receiver and jamming system that will provide suppression and electronic attack against airborne communication threats. The INCAN's interference cancellation system allows voice communication while jamming enemy communications, a capability not available on the EA-6B. However, the Growler has faced challenges with the reliability of the ALQ-99 jammer pod and frequent failures of the built-in test, BET. These faults have caused the crew to fly missions with undetected faults. The ALQ-99 has also interfered with the aircraft's AESA radar, imposed a high workload on the two-man crew, and reduced the Growler's top speed. One potential area of improvement is the ALQ-99 radar jamming pod, which may be replaced in the future. Additionally, Boeing is exploring the possibility of adding weapons to the EA-18G and replacing the satellite communications receiver. These upgrades would help to ensure that the Growler remains at the forefront of electronic attack technology. One of the most exciting developments for the EA-18G is the Next Generation Jammer, NGJ, which uses Active Electronically Scanned Array (ASA) technology to focus jamming power exactly where needed. Originally intended for implementation on the F-35, the U.S. Navy decided in 2012 to focus NGJ integration on the EA-18G for an expected in-service date of 2020. This decision highlights the importance of the Growler in the Navy's electronic attack capabilities. Boeing is also exploring the possibility of exporting a Growler Lite configuration without the jamming pods for electronic awareness rather than electronic attack. This would allow other countries to benefit from the advanced electronic capabilities of the aircraft without the need for access to sensitive jamming technology. The first Growler operational deployment was announced on 17th of February 2011. In service, the EA-18's radio name during flight operations will be Grizzly. The Growler nickname sounded too much like the EA-6B's Prowler name, so Grizzly will be used to avoid confusion. By May 2011, 48 Growlers had been delivered to the U.S. Navy. With the termination of the EB-52H standoff jammer, the Growler became the sole remaining manned tactical jammer. Air Staff Requirements, Director Major, General David Scott has indicated that the USAF will seek to provide electronic warfare officers to fly on U.S. Navy Growlers without providing funding to purchase additional aircraft. U.S. Air Force personnel of the 390th Electronic Combat Squadron stationed at Nass Whidbey Island have been supporting and flying the Growler. The EA-18G was first used in combat during Operation Odyssey Dawn, enforcing the UN no-fly zone over Libya in 2011. 5 EA-18Gs were redeployed from Iraq to support operations in Libya in 2011. One of the most impressive capabilities of the EA-18G is its ability to generate targeting tracks for hostile radio frequency sources in real time. By utilizing faster data links, the Growler could use its EW pods to accurately locate signal sources. In a group of 3 planes, when one detects a signal from a source such as a cell phone, the other 2 can also listen for the same signal, all 3 measuring the amount of time taken for transmissions to travel from the source to each aircraft to trilateral, the location to a very, very small area. This concept has already been successfully demonstrated by the Navy using EA-18s equipped with Rockwell Collins's Tactical Targeting Network Technology, TTNT, and receivers to acquire emissions from a target vessel and target it from a standoff range without using their detectable radar emissions. Following the U.S. Navy missions in Operation Odyssey Dawn during the 2011 Libyan Revolution, the Royal Australian Air Force decided to add the Raytheon AT FLIR forward-looking infrared pod to their order of 12 Growler aircraft. This addition was necessary because the Growlers themselves lacked the ability to visually confirm what it detected, so adding a FLIR pod gives it visual acuity to see targets and shorten the kill chain. It is not known if the U.S. Navy will also add a flyer pod. Australian EA-18Gs will also be equipped with the AIM-9X Sidewinder missile. In conclusion, the EA-18G Growler is a powerful and highly specialized aircraft designed for electronic warfare. It is equipped with advanced jamming and detection systems that can protect against surface-to-air threats. However, the reliability issues with the ALQ-99 jamming pod and frequent system failures remain a concern that must be addressed to ensure the Growler's effectiveness in combat situations. And that concludes our video on the EA-18 Growler, a true champion of the electronic battlefield. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.